Pisces, Aries, to your September and mid-month reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. This message. We have the Two of Swords in reverse, so it feels like you are kind of at an impasse over here. Not sure which is the right choice, or is there no right choice? Meaning either way, it's going to be fine. I think it's just that you're causing a little bit of anxiety about the situation, as it's kind of overloading you, overwhelming you, putting you in a place of indecision. But it's really saying, though, that there really is no wrong choice to this situation, or no right choice. Either way you want to see it, right? But a lot of times, yes. It's also the card of picking the lesser of two evils, right? So it depends on what you're doing. But for right now, it's just saying pretty much it makes you feel stuck, but either way you go, you're going to be just fine. Okay, so that does feel like you are having some kind of delay to choosing this situation. You're pushing everything back at this time as you're trying to look at what's going on within this situation. It's making you feel a little disorganized within your mind of which way to go. It might even feel like maybe you're being a little stubborn about the situation, right? Because you're just not sure which is the better choice. So, you're going to have a Tower moment. This overall awareness is what that really is going to be. This shocked and aware. It's definitely you. This is my Aquarius card. King of Swords. And you have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which I believe are both yourself. I just want you to know that. Do you believe that the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is your energy? I do not feel anyone else around you at this time. Right now, I just feel like you're a little overindulgent in which way you want to go and how you're feeling about the situation. You might even be holding tight to the pinnacle right now. You might be looking for a job or something of this nature, feeling like you have to be a little over stubborn until you pick maybe the right career choice. Because we have some pinnacles in the top. So maybe you're looking at two different jobs, not sure which way to go. Maybe you want to invest in something. Maybe it's Bitcoin or something, right? It could be just something just as small as a Bitcoin wallet. Who has the better deal? I know some of the Bitcoin wallets I've heard, they're hard to use, and this one's easier to use, but they're both a pain in the ass. So that would be picking the less of two evils, right? Which one's more secure, right? So it definitely has something to do with feeling secure, though, with the King of Pentacles, because King of Pentacles wants to feel that security. So I definitely feel like whatever's going on with you, it definitely has something to do with your security. But you're definitely going to have this revelation of what's going on within the situation. You might even feel like you don't want to be easily influenced into anything, right? So you really want to use your overall judgment of what is the better, the better deal over here, right? And you're going for the truthfulness and the honesty within the situation. I mean, it does feel like whatever the situation is, right? It could even be two people, seriously, right? It could be, dealing with two different people. Who do I date? Who do I trust? Right? Okay. Yeah, right now it's just like kind of a delay because you have a little bit of a lack of confidence in which direction to move in. So there's, like I said, there is this kind of discrediting both situations in their own way, right? Looking for what is the better deal. So, but you don't want any deception or manipulation from this situation. Even if you're dealing with two people, you guys could be definitely, dealing with a Gemini or a Libra also. And it could be, a Leo, Libra, something like this. But you don't want to be too hasty about the situation. If it's whatever it is, it does feel like there could have been some haphazard action before, right? Or maybe you already did something and it's like, oh, I'm not going to jump into that again because, you know, every time I jump into something, I'm not looking at it perfectly and it causes issues, right? Whether it's a relationship, a job, an investment, whatever is going on, right? So definitely wanting to take action where you feel confident and you feel sure of yourself and wanting the overall clarity to the situation. And mid-month is a great time to do such a thing, right? Because, you know, it's a great time right now for you to really feel like, hey, you know what, this is where I want to be. So with that clarity, wow. Yeah, I said it was going to be clarity, and I knew it was clarity. The tower is only a clarity moment. It's just that sudden awareness. You can completely feel that, and that's exactly what it is with the Ace of Swords over here. It's saying you're going to have this overall sudden awareness that's going to be this aha moment, which is going to kind of crumble anything that you had before or wake you up to what your intuition, you could even say, I knew it. That's what my intuition said. I'm going to listen to my intuition. But this is definitely going to be that major breakthrough that you really need to this new idea. It's going to allow your mind to be very sharp and very, you know, sturdy and very clear about the situation at hand. So whether or not someone has said something that caught your attention, you could read something that caught your attention, right? But you finally now know exactly what it is that you need to know about the situation. You know, you're not going to feel like you're overwhelmed anymore, right? No. No, you're definitely going to be able to, you know, be more geared up to do this. Because it does feel like before, yeah, you were, you know, resisting what it is you felt like you wanted to be, but you were still holding on to this Ace of Wands over here with the Nine of Wands, saying, but I'm still, you know, persistently going, and I'm going to keep the courage about the situation because I have to pick one or the other. I feel that I have to pick one or the other. I don't know why you feel like you have to pick one or the other. It must be one heck of a choice. I do not really believe that this is love, because in a love situation, we don't have to feel like we have to do anything, right? Literally in life, we never do either. But if it's definitely a job, or you feel like this is the time is now, type of situation, then it would be definitely something that's like, but I need to pick something now. It could be a car. You know, I have the money now to go buy a car. I have to get this done, right? So it does feel like there is something that is pretty detrimental that you need to pick. And unless you're kings or queens and princesses, I don't think that we need to pick between two people that fast. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you only get two choices, right? So unless you guys are kings and queens and princesses and stuff like that, I don't see how this, you know, that would be so detrimental. Because you could tell them both to, you know what, I don't want either of you. I'm done. I'll go find someone else. You're both driving me crazy, right? So, no, but this is definitely going to allow you to pick up the pace over here for whatever it is you definitely feel like it's something that really you would like to have done at this time period. Something that's pretty, like I said, detrimental to, yes, your overall happiness and celebration. You're going to figure this out, right? This is going to be where you want to, a lot of you, it's where you want to spend your money and what you're getting for the best bang of your buck. That's what it is, right? Without, you know, having anything, you know, holding you back. Yeah, because it says the sun is coming out where you feel like you may have lost some investments. Maybe you did something. Maybe you invested money into the wrong stock. And now you would like to invest again in stocks, but maybe it's been a while. You know, take it how it resonates. General reading, guys. Okay, and yeah, whatever is going on, though, you're going to be in a more calm and comfortable place over here, where you're going to feel a little like, I've got this. She's looking into her cup and she's saying, I've got this now. I understand where this is going to be. So you won't have to feel like, you know what, wow, everything is just, you know, confusing. There's all the confusion is gone with the Ace of Swords. So you can move on your merry way over here and get those investment done. See the limitless potentials of the situation. You might even find that in the end you don't want either of these. Maybe you're going to go somewhere else. Maybe you know, even though it says, you know, no choices. No, in this situation, there is no right choice. right, in this situation. It's just either is or it's not, right? And you might just, like I said, you might just decide, you know what, I just, you know what, I think they're both a little shady. I want to go somewhere else, right? So investing your time where the grass feels green, where you feel like you're actually going to get a reward out of it, where you actually feel like this is actually going to help me. I don't want to be, you know, like I said, putting my money in the wrong place. It does feel like whatever's going to happen, this is going to emerge. And it's going to be beautiful communication of understanding what is going on. So just look at that during the mid-month, okay, guys, in the next couple of days or so. You're definitely going to find that, you know what I've been looking for, here it comes. Finally, here's the answers. I've been looking for the answers. Whether it comes through someone or, you know, you've been just looking online and then all of a sudden, boom, there's the answer, right? Or intuitively, as she's looking in her cup. But no matter what, intuitively, you're going to know that is it. That's that. I mean, shit, it could just be travel plans. Maybe you're just not sure where to travel. What country is a good country where they're not having problems, right? I mean, those are beautiful travel. So it could just be something just like that where you're needing feedback, right? So this is definitely a very important time for you in this area, but it's also a very exciting opportunity that's coming your way. And, you know, so it is kind of like being at the crossroads. I could definitely understand that. And here's another beautiful card. Some of you are definitely just traveling, just trying to travel. Where do I want to go to travel? You know, what cruise ship has the best, you know, opportunities, the best things going on, you know, things like that. Okay. So let's get an overall card for the situation. Beautiful reading, guys. You guys are totally going to do this. What is going to make the biggest impact? Love it. Don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry. It's all coming together. Right? Don't worry. It's all coming together. Just be patient. You will definitely get the answer that you need at this time. Something's going to pop up. Like I said, you might run into someone or something, and someone's going to have this total breaking news for you. Or you're just going to start Googling something, and it's just going to pop up and be like, in this cruise ship, you know, they're having so-and-so playing, and you'll be like, whoa, that's the cruise ship I want to go on because I want to watch, you know, them in concert or however it is. Okay? Awesome, guys. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.